All right, I just wanted to walk through something that I found extremely helpful that somebody told me about, and that's if you're going to use different size lenses, different focal lengths. Like I have a 2.5 and a 3-inch that I use for my Hydra 7, and just an FYI, so I mark my barrel with 3-inch, and make sure you put it low enough so that if you have to raise the barrel up for the front pass through, that you've got room for that. I put the tape on top of the 2.5, and then when I tried to raise it up, the tape got in the way. So the blue tape is what I have in this barrel, so it's a 3-inch. So let's say I'm going to be switching from the 3-inch to the 2.5. When I go into my machine settings, edit, machine settings, all I got to do, so if I look in here, I look down under vendor settings, I go to the Z. Right now it's at 19.7. So what I have, since that's the 3-inch and I'm switching to the 2.5, I would go and I would say load from file, and then I've got two files. I've got one for the 2.5 and one for the 3. So I would say 2.5. I would open that, and it reads the file. Now don't confuse reading the file with writing to the machine. Just because it read it doesn't mean it wrote it to the machine. So 7 is what I have my 2.5-inch set for. So once you have it loaded, now you've got to write it to the machine. So now you write, and now it writes it to the machine. I say okay, and then just to be sure, go back to edit, machine settings, and then you go down under your vendor settings, X, Y, and Z, and there it is. Now I read that directly from the machine. All right, now let's say I'm just creating my 3-inch. So my 3-inch I know is 19.7. So I say that's all right. Just for fun, I'll go ahead and write it to the machine. And then because I don't want to have to keep remembering, I mean, you may have a 4-inch lens, you may have a 1.5-inch lens, a 2-inch lens at some point. I don't want to remember the number I have to plug in. So you go down here and you click on Save File. And then I've got mine saved in Lightburn under Machine Settings. And then you would basically just type in what you want to call the file. I got mine 3-inch lens focus setting. It'll put this LB set on the end of that, so don't change that. Just let it do that, and then you say save. Mine says replace it because I already had one, and then you say okay, and then you're done. So now you've got all those files in there. I'm going to switch my lens, go to machine settings. I look in here. Down under vendor and Z, I've got the 19.7, which is for the 3-inch, but I don't want that. I want the 2.5. I go in here, load my 2.5, which I just saved, and reading it, and it'll say BAM. It doesn't say BAM, but that's me. And now it's at 7. So I don't want that because I have the 3 in there, but that's how you would load that file. So I hope this helps. Anyway, if you're getting value from my videos, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you have other people that you think this might help. And until the next video, laser on, dudes.